Hey ya! Welcome to the Rogues Gallery. Welcome in, whoever's here. It's Sunday. This will be my very first Sunday stream, I think. But I'm excited. We jumped into Mass Effect on Friday to start the game. I've not played Mass Effect before. And so we did Eden Prime and got to the Citadel, and that's kind of where we ended it. And ever since I'm like, I just want to play more. But Sundays is when I will be playing this, so this will be the regular time for Mass Effect adventures. Stream seems to be working okay today. I don't know why yesterday the internet wasn't cooperating while we were playing Ultima 3, but it wasn't. And so things seem to be much more functional today, which is good because I really want to play more Mass Effect. We ended off with talking to the Elcor, and oh my god, they're so cute! I love the Elcor. So yeah, the plan today is continue with Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and then tomorrow will be more BattleTech. Wednesday will be Archive stream. Saturday Ultima, and Sunday more Mass Effect. So yeah, that's what's going on. If anybody has anything that they want to tell me about, feel free to drop it in chat. We are, because it is still release weekend, I do have follower-only 30-minute chat turned on at the moment, so people need to have been following for 30 minutes before they can chat. Hopefully that will be enough to keep out any trolling that might happen. If we do start to get a bunch of trolls, I will switch to sub-only chat, which is what we did on Friday. I don't really like doing that, but also I want to keep out any just really bad random trolling that playing a new release game might attract. So, yeah, I'm gonna pop over into the Mass Effect screen. I just have to move a window here. And you all should be able to see Mass Effect on the screen. Super exciting. Also really nice graphics. I've never seen the original, so I don't know how much of an upgrade it is. But of course this is the remastered version, so they should be much prettier than in the past. And let's go continue. Our shepherd's name is Aeacon, which is a game that I like to use, that originally came from Star Trek Online. Here he is with his purple hair and lavender eyes. Yeah. Mass Effect! I have not gotten control of the ship yet, which I assume will happen. I have played Andromeda, but I never played the original trilogy. So I know I'm familiar with some of the races, and some of the mechanics and such, but really this is all just very brand new to me. Map. There is map. I don't remember what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm just gonna explore until I find out. I could look at the, like, actual instructions, what my mission is. But why would I do that? Hello, Citadel. Embassy receptionist. Let's talk to the receptionist. All right.
Good day, Commander. The human ambassador is up the stairs, first room on the right.
Commander?
You know who I am?
Yes, I receive reports on all newly arrived dignitaries and notable people.
I'm a dignitary or notable person? Interesting. Investigate.
What is this place?
This is the Presidium. More specifically, you are at the Citadel embassies. If you have more questions, please access Avina.
What's that?
Vina?
Oh, Avina is the virtual guide for the Citadel. Feel free to access the terminal yourself.
Orientation exposition. Investigate. Voicinal question.
What's your name? What do you do here?
My name is Safiria. I'm the administrative assistant for the embassies.
Safiria is a very nice name. Busy?
You seem to be distracted.
The embassies are the hub of all Citadel politics. When you represent trillions of citizens, it tends to get a little busy.
Yeah, I could see that.
What's your name? What do you do here?
There was another option under
My
here.
name
I
is
have to
Safiria.
find out what
I'm
it
the administrative
is.
assistant for the embassies.
Oh, it was just investigate more.
I should be going now.
Have a pleasant day.
I was like, what is that noise? Apparently I leveled up. Ooh, codex. Codex entries. Non-council races.
The Elcor are a Citadel species native to the high-gravity world Dakuna. They are massive creatures, standing on 4 muscular legs for increased stability. Elcor move slowly, an evolved response to an environment where a fall can be lethal. This has colored their psychology, making them deliberate and conservative. Elcor's speech is ponderous and monotone. Among themselves, scent, slight movements, and sub-vocalized infrasound convey shades of meaning that make a human smile seem as subtle as a fireworks display. Since their subtlety can lead to misunderstandings with other species, the Elcor often go out of their way to clarify when they are being sarcastic, amused, or angry.
It's so cute.
Dakuna's high gravity impedes mountain formation. Most of the world consists of flat, open plains, which prehistoric Elcor wandered across in small family bands. Modern Elcor still prefer open sky, and can become restless and uncomfortable on long starship journeys.
Okay. How about the Volus?
The Volus are a member species of the Citadel with their own embassy, but they are also a client race of the Turians. Centuries ago, they were voluntarily absorbed into the hierarchy, effectively trading their mercantile prowess for Turian military protection. Erun, their homeworld, lies far beyond the normal life zone of its star. However, the world has a high-pressure greenhouse atmosphere that traps enough heat to support an ammonia-based biochemistry. As a result, the Volus must wear pressure suits and breathers when dealing with other species, as conventional nitrogen-oxygen air mixtures are poisonous to them, and in the low-pressure atmospheres tolerable to most species, their flesh will actually split open. Volus culture is tribal, bartering lands and even people to gain status. This culture of exchange inclines them to economic pursuits. It was the Volus who authored the Unified Banking Act, and they continue to monitor and balance the Citadel economy.
Okay. We have an entry on council races.
The Asari were the first species to discover the Citadel. When the Solarians arrived, it was the Asari who proposed the establishment of the Citadel Council to maintain peace throughout the galaxy. Since then, the Asari have served as the mediators and centrists of the Council. An all-female race, the Asari reproduce through a form of parthenogenesis. They can attune their nervous system to that of another individual of any gender and of any species to reproduce. This capability has led to the unseemly and inaccurate rumors about Asari promiscuity. Asari can live for over 1,000 years, passing through 3 stages of life. In the maiden stage, they wander restlessly, seeking new knowledge and experience. When the matron stage begins, they meld with interesting partners to produce their offspring. This ends when they reach the matriarch stage, where they assume the roles of leaders and counselors.
Okay.
The Citadel is an ancient deep space station, presumably constructed by the Protheans. Since the Prothean extinction, numerous species have come to call the Citadel home. It serves as the political, cultural, and financial capital of the galactic community. To represent their interests, most species maintain embassies on the Presidium, the Citadel's inner ring. The Citadel Tower in the center of the Presidium holds the Citadel Council chambers. Council affairs often have far-reaching effects on the rest of the galactic community. 5 arms, known as the Wards, extend from the Presidium. Their inner surfaces have been built into cities, populated by millions of inhabitants from across the galaxy. The Citadel is virtually indestructible. If attacked, the station can close its arms to form a solid, impregnable shell. For as long as the station has existed, an enigmatic race called the Keepers has maintained it.
I think we heard that one before, but it was still good information. Citadel Council.
The Council is an executive committee composed of representatives from the Asari Republics, the Turian Hierarchy, and the Solarian Union. Though they have no official power over the independent governments of other species, the Council's decisions carry great weight throughout the galaxy. No single Council race is strong enough to defy the other two, and all have a vested interest in compromise and cooperation. Each of the Council species has general characteristics associated with the various aspects of governing the galaxy. The Asari are typically seen as diplomats and mediators. The Solarians gather intelligence and information. The Turians provide the bulk of the military and peacekeeping forces. Any species granted an embassy on the Citadel is considered an associate member, bound by the accords of the Citadel Conventions. Associate members may bring issues to the attention of the Council, though they have no input on the decision. The Human Systems Alliance became an associate member of the Citadel in 2165.
Associate members are like DC in our Congress. They have a representative who can talk about things, but has no vote. Not really a great setup there for them. Citadel Presidium Ring. The ring is an enclosed loop of park-like space, serving as the connection point for the wards. The interior walls are lined with the embassies of the influential species and private residences for the galaxy's elite. The Presidium is full of open-air restaurants, bars, and luxurious meeting areas. Gravity is about 1/3 Earth normal. A holographic sky is projected over the ceiling of the ring. Unlike the 24/7 bustle of the wards, the Presidium maintains a 20-hour day schedule with a 6-hour night where lights are dimmed and the sky goes through a night cycle. Offices and residences are often open to the interior. It is not unusual for embassies to have no exterior wall at all. This does not cause a crime problem due to the heavy C-Sec presence and ubiquitous monitoring devices on the Presidium. Thieves are quickly identified and apprehended. The ring is the location of the Citadel's spaceports. Being closer to the center of spin, there is less motion for a ship to match, and the reduced spin gravity makes handling cargo easier. Hundreds of ships pass through the Citadel every day, and every species with an embassy is granted a private dock. The tower at the center of the ring holds the administration of the Citadel Council. The tower rises over 1 kilometer from the ring, appearing to thrust forward parallel to the ward arms. As the tower is at the center of the spin axis, it experiences little centrifugal force. Gravity is maintained using mass effect fields at a 90-degree angle to the ring and wards. The consular dock can be found at the base of the tower. While normally used for diplomatic couriers and Spectre business, the shuttles docked here can evacuate the council government in an emergency. That appears to be all of the codex entries we currently have. We're on assignments. We have an assignment, I think. Unusual readings. Go to the Hydra system in the Argos Rho cluster and investigate. But our current primary mission is expose Saren. You have to prove to the Citadel Council that Saren, one of their Spectre agents, has gone rogue. Go to the Citadel Tower on the Presidium for an audience with the Council. But I have 6 points to spend. Our lovely Aecon Shepherd, who I apparently have a little bit of Paragon here and a little bit of Renegade. I don't really understand that system, but it's fine. I'm going to unlock it. Oh. I'm going to bump up throw because I like my magic-y powers. I don't know how you unlock that, so lift. 7 throw points. Apparently I need unlock barrier. Advanced warp. And we'll bump another pistols. Sure. Ashley gained some... I'm gonna... auto? Assault rifles and combat armor mostly. That seems good. Caden? Caden is a sentinel. Throw and decryption. Okay, I'm good with that. Okay. I am progressing extraordinarily slowly through this game, but honestly, it doesn't bother me. I'm enjoying myself. What's up here? Embassy Lounge, CSEC headquarters? That's not where I'm supposed to go, is it? Am I accidentally going the right place? I hope not. Hi! Executor Palin.
Commander Shepard, I didn't expect to see you here. Did Ambassador Udina send you?
Who are you?
Met before?
No, but I know you well enough. I'm Executor Palin, head of CSEC. It's my job to know when someone like you arrives on the Citadel. Was there something you needed, Commander?
Someone like me? Attitude toward humans.
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get.
Sounds like
you're being
humans.
given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
Vectors?
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like
His
the underhanded
eyes.
side of the Council.
You don't like them?
What do you have against the Spectres?
I can't abide any organization that considers itself above the law. Especially when it's left up to each individual Spectre to decide when and how to bend the rules.
I'm not going to say that's naive. That actually sounds very appropriate as far as attitudes go. CSEC.
Tell me about CSEC.
CSEC provides necessary police and security services throughout the Citadel. We're a civilian government agency, though many of our members have had military training.
So you're the bad
As
guys.
the CSEC representative to the Council, I spend most of my time liaising between the two.
I get the sense that we're not supposed to consider them the bad guys, but that does not sound like a very good...
Tell me about your
they're going to have
investigation
rogue
into
agents
Sarah.
or something.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
Fine, fine.
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Got a codex entry and 12 experience points. What else is in here? I have always had a little bit of fear of the police. And they seem like police. I mean, we're clearly military, so we're probably fine. Let's do some hacking. Boop, boop. Oh. Diplomatic advisory warning. The following message was transmitted from an untraceable account to multiple recipients across the extranet. Further monitoring of the situation is warranted. My fellow biotic, you have been selected to receive this transmission because of our shared plight. You understand us. You tolerate us. We must stand together. We must build our own new world. Come, join us in the Hawking Eta cluster. Only as one body can we right the wrongs done to our kind. Only as one body sounds rather ominous. Okay. That's apparently CSEC HQ. Where do I go? Right will take me back down. Left is the Embassy Lounge. Who's in the lounge? Sorry, Turian, human, Asari. I can't talk to any of you. Ooh, hello, who are you?
Don't believe the rumors. The consort would never reveal her secrets.
Of course she wouldn't. She'd be tossed out the nearest airlock if she did.
I suppose. Besides, Nick, the consort's nothing like the girls back on the colonies. She's...
You don't have to do it with her. You can just talk to her if you want.
Is that all you did, Jazz? Just talk?
I didn't say that.
Ha! I bet you did too.
Shut up, Fredericks.
Okay, more about the consort. Apparently we should probably visit this consort and see if we can talk with them. To find out about that Elcor's problem.
This place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
You're on an alien space station, and humans have arrived here recently. You should probably learn more about other alien cultures, and not complain so much about too few humans.
What do you want? Oh, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Relax, Private. This isn't an inspection.
Right, sorry. What can I do for you, Commander?
Tell me about the
Can
consort.
you tell me about the Asari consort?
Well, she's an Asari who works here as... That is, she helps people with things.
You never went to see her, did you, Fredericks?
No, I never did. I couldn't afford it. It costs half a year's credits just to go in and talk to her.
And she
Can
is
you at
where?
least tell me where I can find her?
Sure. She's across the bridge from the embassies.
Thanks, kid. Have fun. Try not to get into too much trouble.
I will. Have fun, that is.
I have a feeling you'll get into too much trouble. Alright, and there's an Asari over here we can talk to. Look at these chairs. I want to sit in them. Let me sit down. They look comfortable. Well, to a point. They don't have any arms. It's so pretty. The holographic sky above. The greenery in like planters on the edges. And like the garden in the middle. Honestly, this is much nicer than any city I've ever been to actually on Earth.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
Okay. Thank you, Nasana. I mean, I did interrupt you, so it's perfectly valid. Hello, bartender.
Hello, Commander. Can I get you something?
Why not?
What have you got?
Information, mostly. Would you like to know about some points of interest nearby?
I came to a bar, and you offered to get me something, and I said sure, and you're not giving me a drink? Fill me in.
What's going on around here?
Well, you found the embassies. Not much going on here. Across the bridge, you'll find the bank, the Emporium, and Shaira's. If you haven't heard of her, you soon will. If you need supplies, you can try the markets one level below. For entertainment, I try Flux or Cora's Den.
Shaira's?
What is Shaira's?
Shaira's.
The consort, she entertains clients who can afford her services. Most of the diplomats and ambassadors have visited her at one time or another. She's a very powerful woman, but also very respected.
Okay, the humans are very clearly scandalized by the idea of the Asari consort. Is this like a Best Little Whorehouse in Texas sort of situation? If you haven't seen that musical, it is really good. It's a really good musical. There is a movie version of it that is actually good as well. Definitely worth checking out. Entertainment?
Tell me about Flux and Cora's Den.
Well, Flux has gambling and dancing, certainly more lively than this place. Cora's Den, on the other hand, well, let's just say it's livelier and deadlier, all at the same time.
Okay, so that sounds like the Chaos spot.
Goodbye.
So long, Commander. Have a pleasant day.
Everybody knows me. Why do they all know me? Who are you? What are you? What are you? Tell me. I couldn't interact with you before. Are these like the keepers that maintain the Citadel? What are you? Oh. Okay. That I need to frickin' fix. Options. Controls. It's not under controls. Where is it? Is it under key bindings? Key bindings. Alright. I'm fine with left control as crouch. Use and sprint is currently spacebar. This needs to be left shift. And tactics HUD, I will make the spacebar. I'm just going to switch the two. Because my fingers want me to push left shift to run. And I keep hitting it and bringing up the tactics HUD when I don't mean to. Did we come over here? Who are you?
I can't believe I landed a job here. This place is fantastic.
An Elcor!
Human, delighted, welcome. It is good to meet you.
Delighted, welcome. I love it. This is so good. I love that they give emotion, like they stipulate the emotion of their speech at the beginning of the sentence. I think it's an awesome thing. Okay, that just gave me XP. That goes back to where I was. I think I'm walking in circles. Yeah. Okay, I do want to go back down to where I was. I don't think I've talked to the hologram yet. Oh. And clearly not used to the control scheme, and I just changed the controls. So, you know, forgive me.
Welcome to the Presidium. Allow me to be your guide. Greetings and welcome to the Presidium. My name is Avina, and I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
Virtual guide?
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
I want to know more about Citadel security.
Citadel security serves as law enforcement for all regions of the Citadel, though the majority of officers serve in the wards. Executor Palin, a Turian, is the current head of CSEC, but individuals from virtually every species across Citadel space serve as officers beneath him. If you wish to learn more, Executor Palin's office is located in the CSEC headquarters just across the lobby.
Would you like to know more?
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics
Important
maintains an
enough?
embassy on the Presidium. The Volus were the first non-council
very
species
judgmental.
to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Okay, but tell me... Oh, yeah, there is an option. Why was humanity opposed?
Why were people trying to keep my species out?
Some species felt humanity was given preferential treatment. It often takes a century or more before a new species is granted an embassy. The Council gave a great deal of thought to this matter. In the end, they decided humanity's impact on Citadel space was significant enough to warrant an embassy.
So basically humans are exceptional. What does the hologram think? Sure.
Do you agree with their decision?
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment.
Okay.
My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Information. Why were the Volus first?
How come the Volus were the first species given an embassy?
In the early years following the formation of the Council, the Volus were, apart from the Asari and Salarians, the most populous and widespread species in Citadel space. They established many new colonies and trading outposts, and they petitioned the Council for a greater role in determining interstellar policy. In recognition of their work to expand interstellar trade and establish a standardized galactic economy, the Volus were granted an embassy here on the Citadel.
Why not more?
Why weren't they made a council race?
The Council races have extensive responsibilities. They must provide personnel and ships for the Citadel fleets. They often provide economic aid in times of disaster. It would be unfair to demand such an enormous burden of a species unable to meet these obligations. The embassies allow lesser species to have a voice on the Citadel.
Lesser species? Oh, look! That's actually an option!
That's pretty damn arrogant.
I apologize if my personality has offended you. Please submit all formal complaints in writing.
You are as you were programmed. I don't know which ones. I already did CSEC. Embassies.
Tell me about the embassies.
Each species in Citadel space important enough to be consulted on matters of galactic politics maintains an embassy on the Presidium.
Did I do this one already?
The Volus were the first
Yeah,
non-council species to be granted an embassy, roughly 2,384 galactic standard years ago. As Citadel space has expanded, more embassies have been added. The most recently added embassy belongs to your own species, humanity. It was added 19 galactic standard years ago, despite some rather vocal opposition.
Spectres.
Do you know anything about specters?
The term Spectre is derived from the branch of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. Each Spectre agent is handpicked by the Council. Their primary role is preserving galactic stability and resolving volatile situations that cannot be handled through normal political channels. In this role, they are granted extraterritorial rights and jurisdictions. Spectres answer to no law or authority except the Council itself.
It's interesting that the term derives from other terms that are English.
What can you tell me about the Citadel Council?
Originally, the Council consisted of representatives from the Asari and Salarians, the two dominant species in Citadel space. Roughly 1,304 galactic standard years ago, Turians were invited to join the Council in recognition of the role they played during the Krogan Rebellion.
The Krogan Rebellion?
The three Council races have worked together to ensure the peaceful coexistence of the galactic community, while preserving individual autonomy for each species.
Yeah, sounds too
It
perfect.
can't be as simple as that. There must be problems somewhere in the system.
I am not programmed to make that kind of qualified judgment. My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations.
Fine. Can we reprogram you?
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
Goodbye, and thank you for using Avina. Citadel Rapid Transit. Use Citadel Rapid Transit to travel quickly between major locations. As you explore the Citadel, more locations will unlock. Okay. To CSEC Academy. Oh, they've already trained me to use spacebar for that. To CSEC Academy. The elevator to CSEC Academy is located down the ramp, just past the embassies to your right. The Alliance docking bay can be found there. To wards. The elevator down to the wards is located across the plaza, far to your left. There you will find Chora's Den, Flux, the markets, and the medical center. The Citadel Tower is the tall white structure far to your left across the plaza. It houses the council and is the heart of Citadel politics. Okay. Oh yeah. I can run with the button that I actually want to use for running. Ooh, he gets winded. I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just exploring. What are you? Tell me. Elevator at the end of this hallway leads to the wards. Go there shortly. Citadel Rapid Transit. To the tower. I don't want to go to the tower yet, but because I think that's where we're supposed to go. I can.
Look at that bug thing over there. What's it doing?
Please do not disturb the keepers. Please do not disturb the keepers.
That's it? That's all you're gonna tell me? I want to know.
Please do not disturb the keepers.
Tell me about the keepers.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 2. You are standing near the base of the Citadel Tower, one of the Presidium's most recognizable and important structures. Behind me is the spectacular Relay Monument, a scale model representation of a Prothean mass relay. To your left is one of the Keepers, the enigmatic caretakers of the Citadel, working on a control panel. You may see Keepers involved in various tasks throughout all levels of the Citadel. We ask that you do not interfere with them in any way. The Keepers are essential to the smooth operation of the Citadel. Obstructing their daily work will result in harsh penalties, including incarceration and rehabilitation.
But do they not do anything but work?
Tell me about the Relay Monument.
Discovered by the Asari who first arrived at the Citadel, the Relay Monument is one of the station's most interesting and controversial features. What is the meaning behind this striking piece of art? Is it a tribute to Prothean vanity? A reminder of their conquest of the galaxy through mass relay technology? Or perhaps it is a symbol of unity, a Prothean acknowledgement that the relays would eventually lead other species here to the Citadel. No one can say for sure, making the Relay Monument a favorite topic of discussion among academics and scholars.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
Housing both the council chambers and Citadel control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
Which we have, but I'm not going in there yet.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower. The council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent sight to behold, though few get to experience the view in person. Typically, only the counselors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
What if someone has business with the council?
The average citizen must go through the proper channels if they wish an audience with the council. This is usually arranged through their respective ambassadors. Even then, few are given access to the actual council chambers. In most cases, the ambassador acts on behalf of the citizen.
Citadel
What
Control?
happens in Citadel Control?
Citadel Control handles all incoming and outbound transit.
Okay.
Every ship within 2,000 kilometers of the Citadel is under the jurisdiction of Citadel Control.
That makes sense.
At peak capacity, they are responsible for monitoring upwards of 1,000 vessels.
Tell me about the Keepers!
I'd like to know more about the Keepers.
Little is known about these peaceful servants of the Citadel.
Servants?
They are essential to the operation and maintenance of the entire station.
Who built the Citadel?
Citadel regulations protect the Keepers against interference during the performance of their tasks. Failure to comply will result in harsh penalties. Keepers can be seen in all sections of the Citadel, but are typically found in and around the tower.
Like, seriously, who built the Citadel? They should know something more about the Keepers.
Any particular reason there are so many Keepers in this area?
The Keepers do not communicate with other species. It is assumed, however, that the tower houses the Citadel's primary control systems.
It's
Many
assumed?
of the station systems, such as navigation and life support, function automatically. It is believed the Keepers operate those systems from inside the tower's inaccessible core. The Keepers also make frequent appearances in the council chamber itself, though they appear to be just passing through on their way to some other destination.
Tell me about the Citadel Tower.
There was an
Housing
option
the
here I
council
didn't
chambers
pick.
and Citadel Control, the tower is one of the most important buildings on the station. Access to these areas is restricted to those with the appropriate clearance.
I'd like to hear more about the council chambers.
The business of the council, which often has far-reaching effects on the galactic community, is conducted in a room at the apex of the Citadel Tower.
Yes,
The
yes.
council chambers themselves are truly a magnificent
Advanced.
sight to behold.
I want
though
to get to
few
the option I didn't
experience
pick.
the view in person. Typically, only the counselors, ambassadors, and high-ranking officials, along with various support staff, are allowed access.
I have been asked to go there.
I'm scheduled to have an audience with the council.
Only a handful of visitors to the Citadel are ever granted that privilege. I would be jealous, but that is outside the scope of my programming.
I would be jealous, but I can't.
That's all for now.
Okay.
Thank you for using Avina. Have a pleasant day.
I'm not going into the tower yet because that's where it wants me to go. Is there like a stamina bar that lets me know how long I can run without getting winded? I don't see one, but that's okay. Hey look, another Citadel rep. Nope, nope, wrong button. Wards access Citadel Tower and embassies so far. Just was checking to see what my possible destinations were. We are not using rapid transit quite yet. Ooh, Barla Vaughn. You're a Volus person.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard.
How are we that famous yet?
How you survived the great tragedy on Akuz.
Okay, so that's the background.
I am amazed each time I hear it.
Have we met?
You've got me at a disadvantage here.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed.
Okay.
I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station...
Apparently, import equals money. Personal question.
Tell me more about your job.
Galactic finance is incredibly complex. A mix of laws and regulations from dozens of interstellar economies.
Yeah, that would be
in how all
complex.
these economies interact. For a fee, I share my expertise.
Okay.
I also offer premium services for those clients who need someone to conduct business without drawing unwanted attention. Discreet and efficient.
Okay.
That's my motto.
That's good to know.
Sounds pretty shady.
Everything I do falls completely within the bounds of interstellar commerce law. Even so, many of my clients would prefer their transactions remain undisclosed. For example,
noted.
Suppose a Hanar ambassador was petitioning the council to reduce tariffs on Hanar goods.
I don't know who the
How would it
Hanar
look if he
are.
had money invested in a Hanar exporting company. Even if his true motives were to help his people, he would be accused of advancing the petition for his own personal gain. I can keep his personal finances private.
Still sounds shady to me.
It does.
Then we can only hope he will never be cursed with a large enough fortune to require my
Oh!
services.
Ooh, burn!
What's it like living here on the Citadel?
The station is without a doubt the greatest wonder in the galaxy. It is a technological marvel, but its true splendor goes much deeper than the hull and engines.
What do you know about it?
From the Presidium to the wards, the entire station is a testament to the success of the Council. All the species of Citadel spaced together in a single strong community.
But who built it? Where did it
What
come
makes the
from?
Presidium so special?
It is the political center of Citadel space. 80% of all intelligent species in the known galaxy acknowledge the Council's authority on interstellar matters. But only the most powerful and influential species have embassies here on the Presidium. This level of the station is reserved for the elite, Shepard. People like us.
What are the wards like?
The cultural heart of the galaxy. They pulse with the lifeblood of millions of citizens from dozens of different species. You never know what you'll find out in the wards, Commander. It's always full of surprises. Fortunately, most of them are pleasant.
I
Alright.
should go.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
That is an interesting way to end a conversation. I should go. To CSEC Academy. Tower. Wards. Okay. Eventually, I might know what those symbols mean without clicking on them. Not yet. It is very pretty. Ooh. What are you? Aside from being a shopkeeper.
Ah, human. This one is greatly pleased to see you here in my decadent emporium.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan.
Why? Delaninder's a nice name.
To examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
I want to ask all the questions.
What exactly do you sell?
Only the finest and most luxurious items that credits can buy. This one is able to procure almost any item the human would desire.
For a price, naturally. Your speech.
Why do you refer to yourself as this one and it?
That's not an appropriate question.
Humans are so inquisitive. It is part of our culture. Specifically, Hanar only
Oh, this is a Hanar?
in the first person with family or intimates. And we rarely do so with other species. It is just our way.
I love it.
Who are you?
This one's face name is Delaninder, though many in this place simply refer to it as Delan. Please take time to examine the fine goods it has for purchase, all of great worth.
Hanar are so amazing.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
I don't have much money. Non-human armors. Standard. Let's start with standard items. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to afford anything that you are selling, Delaninder. I could afford the Omni tool. And the Liberator 1 light armor. Certa Foundation license. Oh, it's a Quartermaster license? How do I know if they already have that? Honestly, the Liberator is better than what... No, well, somewhat better than what Caden's already wearing. That's okay. Let's... No, talk to the Hanar. I want to see the alien armors.
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Okay, I love Delaninder.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Heavy. Medium. Certa Foundation, Phoenix 2. Medium armor offers an increased level of protection, but also increases movement penalties affecting weapon accuracy. Soldiers need extra training to wear it. And then we have 2 Quarian light armors, the Liberator 2 and the Survivor 2. That would be a decent upgrade. For... I mean, it's a little extra damage protection based compared to the Scorpion 1 that I'm currently wearing. It's definitely a bump for the Phoenix, and would be an improvement over the Onyx. And I have the money for it, but I should probably not spend all my money yet. Okay. Ooh, it's another Avina.
Welcome to Presidium Tourism Terminal 3. Here in the financial district, a number of businesses offer various goods and services to their exclusive clientele. The statue you see before you was commissioned to honor the Krogan soldiers who gave their lives to protect Citadel space during the Rachni Wars. In the aftermath of the Krogan rebellions, several embassies petitioned to have the statue removed. However, this motion was eventually quashed by the Council.
Alright, you're dropping a lot of things on me here. Krogan rebellions.
Tell me more about the Krogan rebellions.
In recognition of their efforts during the Rachni Wars, the Krogan were granted several new colony worlds by the Council. Over the next 400 years, the Krogan species began to expand. Blessed with an extremely high birth rate, their numbers began to swell. Faced with a critical overpopulation crisis, the Krogan started a violent colonization of nearby worlds inhabited by other Council species. The Krogan rebellions had begun. For a full century, the Council and its member
Seems an
species
odd term
fought to
for
bring
it.
the Krogan under control. With the aid of the newly discovered Turian Empire, they were ultimately successful.
It sounds like a vicious cycle.
You needed the Krogan to stop the Rachni, then you needed the Turians to stop the Krogan.
Who's gonna stop the Turians?
I am sorry, but that question is beyond my programming parameters. The Turians are members of the Citadel Council. They are not a threat to galactic peace.
At least one of them is.
Why did the Council fight so hard to keep the statue?
The Krogan were instrumental in saving the galaxy from the Rachni threat. The Council believed this historical fact should not be forgotten. The Council also hoped that preserving the memorial would improve diplomatic relations with the Krogan and bring about a peaceful resolution to the rebellions. Unfortunately, the Krogan refused to negotiate and only surrendered after their population and homeworlds had been ravaged by the Turians.
Serves them right. No, we're not gonna say serves them right. Alright, Rachni Wars?
What were the Rachni Wars?
Nearly 2,200 years ago, explorers seeking to expand Citadel space opened up mass relays leading to systems controlled by the Rachni. A highly intelligent and aggressive insect race, the Rachni unleashed a war of conquest against the rest of the galaxy that lasted for nearly 3 centuries.
Okay.
The emergence of the Krogan finally turned the tide in favor of the Citadel species. Krogan forces provided the numbers necessary to halt the Rachni advance and drive them back. The Krogan then pursued their retreating fleets. Able to survive the harsh environments of the Rachni homeworlds, the Krogan hunted their enemy to extinction.
To extinction? That's a little extreme.
I am sorry, but a value judgment of that nature goes beyond my programming.
That's all for now.
Thank you for using Avina.
Well, this utopia is not perfect. Extinction? They hunted them to extinction. Alright, we've been to the bank, we've been to the Emporium, we just talked to Avina. Consort chambers are nearby. That takes us onto a bridge that goes across back over to CSEC headquarters. Hi, Orangitis, welcome! I'm getting lots of lore drops as I explore the Citadel for the first time. Oh, look, another Citadel Rapid Transit Station.
5 times.
What is...
Why? They want.
How should I know? It's not like Keepers offer an explanation for what they do.
Yet everyone just lets them go on doing whatever it is they do.
That is a valid point.
Try to stop them, they just shut down and another one replaces it.
Strange that you know so little about them.
Not to mention frustrating.
Yeah, I want to know more about the Keepers. I also want to know who built the frickin' station. Because it seems like none of the species on the station built it. Nalina?
Welcome, I am Naylina.
Naylina.
I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
I'd like to just talk to her now. I'm not here for her regular services.
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
I'm not here for her services.
What do you do here, Nalina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
Contented?
What
really?
exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
Yeah, not interested in that. Thanks. I'm shuddering just thinking about somebody touching me with their fingertips.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
I wasn't ready to end the conversation.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Yes, of course, mistress.
Apparently, we get to go in anyway. Okay.
Huh.
Interesting way to introduce a character with an ass shot only and no face. Why?
What does she want to see me for?
I don't know. You'll have to ask her yourself. Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
The wink as she said that. Oh my gosh. Head upstairs. I guess we're heading upstairs. Where is upstairs? Should I talk to people as I go? I don't want to interrupt. They seem to be having...
I have to admit I'm a little nervous.
That's understandable. Many are a little unsure what to expect their first meeting.
Don't get me wrong. I've only heard
Be Right UK. 5 months. I know. I'm somewhat surprised that it has been as long as it has been. Thank you so much for joining again and renewing your subscription. That's 5 months as part of the Rogues Gallery. I need to get like the sub badges to actually do progression. Although you have the first badge, so you wouldn't get it anyway. Okay, I'm gonna talk to the clients. No! Wrong button. Just pull out my weapon.
I see even the humans find the consort irresistible.
Yeah, I don't find the consort irresistible.
This is my first time. I can't believe I didn't come sooner.
What is she doing? Like drugging them?
Welcome. It is a pleasure to see you.
It's kind of creepy. Everybody seems to worship her.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Well, good for him. What about you? What have you done? Upstairs. Alright, Sha'ira. What is that pod? Is that your bed?
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
I mean, at this point, I feel like we already know who she is, and asking who are you seems redundant. I just want to go with, like, what do you want? Like, seriously, I came here because the Elcor was having a problem. That was it. I was getting turned away at the door, and then you asked to see me. Which seems out of character, given everything anyone has said about you. What do you want?
You wanted to speak with me?
I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Tell me about it.
Maybe I can help.
Stud.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Korra's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
Don't touch my face.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
I'm not gonna agree outright. I'll see.
I don't make any promises, but I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Commander. That is all I can ask. Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about
Don't press your body up against mine. What the hell is that? Do you think that's gonna have effect on me?
Now
You really read me wrong.
I have many clients waiting to see me.
That was uncalled for. Inappropriate touching. No. In case you didn't realize, this is definitely going to be a gay through. I have no interest in the very, very aggressively female consort. And, my shepherd doesn't either.
Few are ever asked to aid Sha'ira. It's quite an honor.
And yet, now you already know what she talked to me about. How is that? Ooh.
What is the consort? What does she do?
She presses her body up against people.
To explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
Is she mystical?
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit. I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
I think I've already got plenty from her. Plenty that I didn't really want. Tell me about Septimus.
What do you know about the General?
He's been seeing the consort for longer than I can remember. Then one day, he stormed out of here furious. He hasn't been back since. He was always very respectful to the acolytes, very noble.
What do you do here, Nolina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes.
I think we got this answer already. But I had to check it because I didn't remember.
Attended to just the same. It's our job to ensure that they leave contented.
Yeah. Appointment?
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not.
Oh, we already did that one too.
There are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
Yeah. No thanks.
I think I'm done here.
Of course. Come back anytime.
Funnily enough, that was the option that I picked the first time, was no thanks. Okay. What do we got? Some new... Anything new under here? Nope. Extinct races.
50,000
The Rachni.
Extinct. The Rachni once threatened every species in Citadel space.
Well, they look kind of like scorpions.
Over 2,000 years ago, explorers foolishly opened a mass relay to a previously unknown system and encountered something never seen before or since. A species of spacefaring insects guided by a hive mind intelligence. Unfortunately, the Rachni were not peaceful, and the galaxy was plunged into a series of conflicts known as the Rachni Wars. Attempts to negotiate were futile, as it was impossible to make contact with the Hive Queens that guided the race from beneath the surface of their toxic home world. The emergence of the Krogan ended the Rachni Wars.
Difficult, maybe.
Bred to survive the harshest environments, the Krogan were able to strike at the Queens in their lairs and reclaim conquered Council worlds. But when Krogan fleets pressed them back to their homeworld, the Rachni refused to surrender, and the Krogan eradicated them from the galaxy.
So, this sounds very similar, and honestly, they look similar to the Star Trek Online Klingons and... I can't think of what they're called, the bug species from Star Trek Online, which, honestly, the STO stuff would be after this, so possibly in some way inspired by the Rachni. The, oh, what are they called? I can't remember. Anyway, there's a bug species in Star Trek Online that the Klingons don't like.
The Elcor are a Citadel
We've read about the
species.
Elcor. Tell me about the Hanar.
Are a Citadel species known for excessive politeness. They speak with scrupulous precision and take offense at improper language. Hanar that expect to deal with other species take special courses to help them unlearn their tendency to take offense at improper speech. All Hanar have two names. The face name is known to the world. The soul name is kept for use among close friends and relations. Hanar never refer to themselves in the first person in conversation with someone they know on a face name basis. To do so is considered egotistical, so instead they refer to themselves as this one, or the impersonal it.
Okay.
Their homeworld, Kaje, has 90% ocean cover and orbits an energetic white star, resulting in a permanent blanket of cloud. Due to the presence of Prothean ruins on the world, many Hanar worship them, and Hanar myths often speak of an elder race that civilized them by teaching them language.
There are so many new races! Like, I was familiar with some of them from having done Andromeda, but the Elcor and the Hanar and the Volus are completely new to me. So are the Geth, but the Elcor are so cool. And the Hanar, I've only seen the one, and oh my god, I love it!
When the Asari discovered the Citadel, they also discovered the Keepers. a docile, multi-limbed insect race that seemingly exists only to maintain and repair the Great Prothean Station.
They have 4 limbs,
Early
like
attempts
arachnids.
to communicate with or study the Keepers were failures, and it is now illegal to interfere with or impede Keeper activity. Because they are completely non-threatening, Keepers have become virtually invisible to everyone else. Similarly, they seem indifferent to other species, except for their tendency to help new arrivals integrate themselves into the Citadel. No matter how many Keepers die due to old age, violence, or accident, they maintain a constant number. No one has discovered the source of new Keepers, but some hypothesize they are genetic constructs. Biological androids created somewhere deep in the inaccessible core of the Citadel itself.
Here is that answer. The Citadel is a Prothean station. I must have missed that detail. They probably told me before, but I did not catch that detail. Technology.
Biotics is the ability of
Yeah.
lower individuals.
Computers.
A virtual intelligence is an advanced form of user interface software. VIs use a variety of methods to simulate natural conversation, including an audio interface and an avatar personality to interact with. Although a VI can provide a convincing emulation of sentience, they are not self-aware, nor can they learn or take independent action. VIs are used as operating systems on commercial and home computers. Minimal VI agents are also available. Agents are compact and specialized. Some serve as personal secretaries, filtering calls and scheduling meetings based on user-defined priorities. Others are advanced search engines, propagating themselves across the extranet to collate user-requested data. Commercial VIs in a variety of stock personalities are available at any software retailer. Boutique firms and hobbyists also build unique VIs to personal specification. Although software emulation of living personalities is illegal, reconstructions of famous historical figures are common.
Okay. And mass relays.
Mass relays are feats of Prothean engineering advanced far beyond the technology of any living species. They are enormous structures scattered throughout the stars and can create corridors of virtually mass-free space, allowing instantaneous transit between locations separated by years or even centuries of travel using conventional FTL drives. Primary mass relays can propel ships thousands of light years, often from one spiral arm of the galaxy to another. However,
Hi, Raining Rue.
they have fixed one-to-one connections. A primary relay connects to one other primary relay and nowhere else. Secondary relays can only propel ships across a few hundred light years. However, they are omnidirectional. A secondary relay can send a ship to any other relay within its limited range. There are many dormant primary relays whose corresponding twins have not yet been located. These are left inactive until their partner is charted, as established civilizations are unwilling to blindly open a passage that might connect them to a hostile species.
Okay. I suppose that makes sense. I want to jump into one. Nothing. Okay. Non-council races. Krogan. Krogan rebellions. After the Rachni War, the quick-breeding Krogan expanded at the expense of their neighbors. Warlords leveraged their veteran soldiers to seize living space while the council races were still grateful. Over centuries, the Krogan conquered world after world. There was always just one more needed when the council finally demanded withdrawal from the Asari colony of Lucia. Krogan overlord Kredak stormed off the Citadel, daring the council to take their worlds back. But the council had taken precautions. The finest STG operators and Asari huntresses had been drafted into a covert observation force, the Office of Special Tactics and Reconnaissance. The Spectres opened the war with crippling strategic strikes. Krogan planets went dark as computer viruses flooded the extranet. Sabotaged antimatter refineries disappeared in blue-white annihilation. Headquarters stations shattered into orbit-clogging debris rammed by pre-placed suicide freighters. Still, this only delayed the inevitable. the war would have been lost if not for first contact with the Turians, who responded to Krogan threats with a prompt declaration of war. Being on the far side of Krogan space from the Council, the Turians advanced rapidly into the lightly defended Krogan rear areas. The Krogan responded by dropping space stations and asteroids on Turian colonies. 3 worlds were rendered completely uninhabitable. This was precisely the wrong approach to take with the Turians. Each is first and foremost a public servant, willing to risk his life to protect his comrades. Rather than increasing public war weariness, Krogan tactics stiffened Turian resolve. The arrival of Turian task forces saved many worlds from the warlords' marauding fleets, but it took development of the genophage bioweapon to end the war. There were decades of unrest afterwards. Rogue warlords and holdout groups of insurgents refused to surrender or disappeared into the frontier systems to become pirates. Based on that, I predict we're going to be fighting Krogan pirates at some point. Citadel conventions? These diplomatic talks occurred in the wake of the Krogan rebellions as a response to the destruction of the conflict and an attempt to distance the Council from the brutal Krogan warfare. The conventions regulate the use of weapons of mass destruction. A WMD causes environmental alteration to a world. A bomb that produces a large crater is not considered a WMD. A bomb that causes a nuclear winter is. Use of WMD is forbidden on garden worlds like Earth with ecospheres that can readily support a population. If a habitable world is destroyed, it will not be replaced for millions of years. The conventions do not forbid the use of WMD on hostile worlds or in sealed space station environments. Many militaries continue to develop and maintain stockpiles. The conventions graded weapons of mass destruction into tiers of concern. Tier 1 is the greatest threat to galactic peace. Tier 1, large kinetic impactors, such as asteroid drops or deorbiting space stations. Effectively free and available in any system in the form of debris left over from planetary accretion. Kinetic impactors are the weapon of choice for terrorists and third galaxy nations. Third galaxy, okay, third world nations, okay. Tier 2, uncontrolled self-replicating weapons, such as nanotechnology, viral or bacteriological organisms, von Neumann devices, the destructive computer viruses. These weapons can lie dormant for millennia, waiting for a careless visitor to carry them on to another world. That's how you get gray goo. Tier 3, large energy burst weapons, such as nuclear or antimatter warheads. And Tier 4, alien species deliberately introduced to crowd out native forms necessary for the health of an ecosystem. Ecological tampering can take years to bear fruit, making it difficult to prove. Citadel Station, Citadel Security Services, CSEC. Citadel Security is a volunteer police service answering to the Citadel Council. The 200,000 constables of CSEC are responsible for maintaining public order in the densely populated Citadel. They also provide pirate suppression, customs enforcement, and search and rescue throughout the Citadel cluster. CSEC has 6 divisions: enforcement, uniformed officers who patrol the Citadel and respond to emergencies; investigation, detectives who puzzle out the truth behind crimes and bring perpetrators to justice; customs screens the thousands of passengers and cargo containers that pass through the Citadel's ports every day; network deals with cyber crimes like identity and copyright theft, hacking and viral attacks, and illegal artificial intelligence. Special Response deals with hostage situations, bombs, and heavily armed criminals. In the unlikely event that attackers board the Citadel, they are also the front line of defense, armed with military-grade equipment. Patrol, naval arm, with ships stationed throughout the Citadel cluster. Unlike the other divisions, they are rarely seen at the Citadel, nor do they stay in one place long. Joining CSEC is prestigious. Applications must be sponsored by a Citadel counselor or the ambassador of an associate council race, and yet they still have 200,000 agents? Generally, applicants have many years of distinguished service in the military or police forces of their nation. but an inexperienced applicant with demonstrable talent will be fairly considered. C-Sec and the Spectres are often at odds. Many C-Sec members, notably current executor Venari Palin, believe that allowing Spectres to be above the law is a dangerous practice. The actions of Saren Arterius lend credence to this position. The Spectres, in turn, are aggravated when C-Sec's dedication to procedure and due process hampers their investigations. Citadel Station wards. The majority of the Citadel's population lives in the wards, the 5 massive arms of the station that house the residential and commercial districts. Many galactic races have established cultural enclaves here. Population density and cost of living are extremely high, akin to Earth cities such as Hong Kong and Singapore. The wards are open-topped, with skyscrapers rising from the superstructure. Towers are sealed against vacuum, as the breathable atmosphere envelope is only maintained to a height of about 7 meters. The atmosphere is contained by the centrifugal force of rotation and a membrane of dense, colorless sulfur hexafluoride gas, held in place by carefully managed mass effect fields. The view from the wards is spectacular. In the background, stars, Serpent Nebula, and the nearby blue giant called the Widow move across the sky as the station rotates to stabilize itself. In the foreground, the lights of buildings and vehicles on the opposing ward arms perpetually shine. The Citadel has no real day or night. While the station keeps to standard galactic time for political functions, businesses rarely close, and residents acclimate to sleep and work according to personal need rather than a day-night cycle. Additions and modifications are constantly being constructed, though they must stay within certain specifications that will not compromise the operation of the station. Occasionally, the Keepers will descend on an area of the wards and move or change the architecture without explanation. Residents have learned to live with these inexplicable intrusions. The Treaty of Ferrixon. Due to the destructive potential of dreadnoughts, the Council races agreed at the Ferrixon Naval Conference to fix a ratio of dreadnought construction between themselves. At the top of the pyramid is the peacekeeping Turian fleet. Below the Turians are the other Council races, currently the Asari and Solarians. Council associate races are at the bottom. The Human Systems Alliance is part of this last group. The ratio of Turian to Council to associate dreadnoughts is 5:3:1. For every dreadnought humans are permitted to build, the Asari have 3 and the Turians 5. And we have technology entries. Credits. Creds. The standard credit was established by the Citadel's Unified Banking Act as the currency of interstellar trade. The credit has a managed floating exchange rate, calculated in real time by the central bank to maintain the average value of all participating currencies. Some regional currencies are worth more than a credit, and some less. Hard currency can be stolen or counterfeited, so electronic fund transfers are the norm. More importantly, physical transactions cannot be easily tracked, making them ideal for tax evasion or the purchase of illegal goods. When the Alliance joined the Citadel, its various national treasuries were linked into the credit network. A human with a bank account of Mexican pesos, Japanese yen, or Indian rupees can purchase any item priced in credits at fair market value. All economies that participate in the credit network are required to price items in both local currency and credits. Okay. Strange transmission. You discovered a strange transmission discussing some sort of biotic commune. On the whole, it seems harmless, but something about the message is a little disturbing. Head to the Century system in the Hawking Eta cluster to investigate the strange biotic commune. Asari consort Sha'ira has asked you to speak to General Septimus. She's concerned that this former client is spreading false accusations and could damage her reputation. Her reputation seems rather sterling. Everybody seems to love her. The General is at Cora's den in the lower wards. Ask him to stop spreading rumors about the consort. Right. Side questing! Where are we? Where do we want to go? I think we've explored this level. I think we've been everywhere on this level. Talked to basically everyone we can. we should head to the wards. Nope. Citadel Rapid Transit. Please choose the Citadel Rapid Transit destination. Presidium locations. Wards access. Ooh, that's pretty. It's a loading screen, but it was still pretty. You have arrived at Presidium Plaza. Proceed down the stairs to reach the wards. All right. Let's go see this General Septimus. You must talk to the council to gain access to the wards. Alright. Apparently, I can't do side questy goodness. They're gonna make me do the actual plot? The Keeper! I know, right, Raining Rue? They've got 3 side quests and none of them that I can start at the moment. So what's really amazing to me is they managed to make an 8-legged creature, or an 8-limbed creature, so technically an arachnid, an insectoid, basically a spider. The Keepers are spiders. They've got 8 limbs. And yet, I think they're adorable, and I'm terrified of spiders. Like, they don't look like spiders. But the Hanar. I think the Hanar are my favorite so far. A cute quasi-spider, yeah. I don't like spiders at all. And it didn't even register to me that they had 8 limbs.
I doubt it. We've made our reports. Now we just have to trust Ambassador Udina.
No, we don't, sir.
Okay, Ashley. Don't trust Ambassador Udina. Kaidan says to trust him. Who do I listen to? I'll make my own judgment. Looks like we have some Turians up here. Look at this place. It's like autumn in here. Nice red trees. It's a very different atmosphere, but it kind of has a little elegance to it. Garrus and Executor Palin. We've talked to Executor Palin before.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vakarian. I was the officer in charge of the C-Sec investigation into Saren.
What did you find?
Come across anything I should know about?
Saren's a Spectre. Most of his activities are classified. I couldn't find anything solid. But I know he's up to something. Like you humans say, I feel it in my gut.
I think the council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
I highly doubt that.
You don't want to keep the council waiting.
But what if I do? What if I do want to keep the council waiting? What if that's my strategy? I'm just going to make them wait and wait and wait, and they won't be able to get anything done until I show up. Because they've decided that I'm necessary to be at the council. Who is this, like, Jedi person? Like, look at that outfit. It seems very, like, Jedi-ish. I don't know why. Nice and petty. This is really pretty. I don't know how much of a graphical upgrade this is from the original, because I never played the original. But it's quite nice. Look at the little falling leaves. Like, it is really autumn in this part of this station. You're just lounging there on the bench and you don't want to talk to me. Okay. Hello, Keeper. I don't know where I'm going. The original was very blocky. That looks like a helmet. Like it's got a thing sticking up off the top of it. And it looks like a helmet with eyes and like a nose and mouth spot here. Like a ceremonial helmet of some sort.
The Volus won't be joining the council for years.
I'm not so sure. The humans are making a strong push, and you can bet the Volus will be right on their coattails if they succeed.
Allowing the humans to join us is a sound strategic move. But the Volus? No. The Hanar are likely to be next, then the Elcor.
You may be right, though the Hanar need to lighten up a bit first.
You just don't like them because you have trouble understanding them.
I like the Hanar. I've only met one. The shopkeeper. You don't want to talk to me either. I'm exploring all of the side places before going to see the council. I'm gonna make them wait for me. If it's an antenna rather than a tinfoil cap, yeah. It just seems like a ceremonial helmet of some sort. Like, I mean, it's very clearly, like, this lower part is very much helmety. Like, this is the nose guard. This is where your mouth would be. These are eyes. But then it becomes like a ceremonial helmet by having this, like, giant pointy bit on the top. I want there to be like signage or something. These are really pretty. I want them to be like Citadel Rapid Transit. This keeper's just sitting here doing nothing. I mean, good for him. Take a rest. Hi, Caden.
I like that fountain. It's very soothing.
You are not wrong.
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make for good defensive positions if this place is ever attacked.
She definitely seems to have a soldier's mind about things. Tactical assessment. Wow, he gets winded really quickly. Rear Admiral Kahoku.
I'm waiting to speak with one of the councilor's assistants.
We will talk to you in a moment. Hello, Keeper. Nobody to talk to over here. Hello, Rear Admiral Kahoku.
Commander.
That's all you're going to say to me. Okay.
I just want to ask a couple of questions.
About what?
Commander.
Say more. What do you want to ask about? Tell me, tell me. If I sit here, will I overhear the conversation? Will it proceed? Can I sit here and stare at him and he'll keep talking? Doesn't seem like it. They're gonna make me actually advance plot. I mean, I've barely advanced any plot. I've barely played the game so far. Captain Anderson, hello, sir. I have reported.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
Well, so maybe they didn't wait for me.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
Nothing to
The
indicate.
investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre.
I would call it compelling. I would say it's proof. You would want further investigation.
You always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be
Anderson and Saren have history.
the one who let the beacon get destroyed.
That was you, not me. Except that it kind of was us. The beacon lifted us up into the air and blew apart. How did you get involved?
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report.
You mean you stole them when you killed him?
But what can you expect from a human?
Insults Typische. See, he hates us. You'll pay. You'll pay! For this person I just met who recommended me for the Spectres. You'll pay for his death!
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species.
That's a bold accusation.
Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose.
Thank you, Asari.
The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
I'll find proof.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision.
Oh, don't bring that up.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my
How about
innocence against this
the frickin' Geth metal implants that are showing up in the hologram of him?
Wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
What's the point? Honestly, I think that's what I'm gonna pick. It won't help if I do.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth.
What about the Geth implants in his body?
To have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
Like, the hologram of him make them very clear. That could have gone better.
Mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
What is your background with him?
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad.
Clearly.
We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
Honestly, we're in the Council area of the station. It seems like exactly the place to talk about this, and that you should have brought it up in the meeting that we just had.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
I will talk to him.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job.
Oh.
I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
Ooh. That's harsh. But, okay. I mean, pragmatic in a way. Captain deserves better.
Just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business.
That's a better
meet me in
resolution.
my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's den. It's a dingy little
We can finally go there. Any other leads?
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district.
Ooh, we've met
Rumor
him.
has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
I believe it.
Information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top
Secrets?
representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
What about you and Saren?
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target. But
did he use gas?
Along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience. No hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
It seems like psychological screening might be necessary for Spectres, you know, people who operate above the law. You might want to make sure they're not psychopaths before admitting them. So would I. Investigate. Ooh, so many things! So much investigation! Oh, what should we ask about first? I mean, we're going to ask about all of them. Let's start with the Shadow Broker.
About the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game. And the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics. Doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
The Council and the
Ambassador
Ambassador
doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and set.
Sounds a lot like the humans and the Vulcans in Star Trek Enterprise.
They don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The Ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
The humans feeling impatient and the Vulcans wanting them to slow down, you're not ready yet. We're too independent, why do we bother? I would agree with we're too independent.
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliance.
Well, maybe we should be more cooperative.
Look out for our own interests too.
I mean, all three of the races on the Council, or species on the Council, definitely do look out for their own interests, but they still cooperate with each other. You have to have that cooperation, otherwise what's the point of the freaking Council?
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined C-Sec about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations.
Well, then who recommended him for C-Sec?
The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
Because it said in the Codex that you have to have a recommendation from a high-up person to join C-Sec, so who recommended him?
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human C-Sec officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes.
Sometimes?
But it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in C-Sec now to stop protecting him.
Spectres?
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes.
So they're the NSA?
They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
Ooh. Is this legal? How are they chosen? How are they organized? If one goes too far, that seems a very pertinent question. Let's start with, is this legal?
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
How are they chosen?
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking
genetic
for
breeding.
individuals. People who can get the job done, like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
Organization?
What's their command structure like?
There is no command structure.
That you know of.
Each Spectre answers
Everything's classified. How would you know?
Sometimes they're sent on specific missions. Other times, they act on their own. They tend to operate outside the law, do whatever it takes to accomplish their goals. The Council just turns a blind eye. Spectres have a lot of power, Shepard.
They sound a lot like privateers.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
Okay. Barlavon! Tell me about Barlavon.
Tell me about Barlavon.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius, doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, Spectres. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
I think we've run out of options. Goodbye.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the Ambassador's office if you need anything else.
Alright. Alright. So we're supposed to go down into the wards. Wait, what are you hunting?
I bet all these staircases aren't just for show. They make
You
for
said
good
that before.
defensive positions if this place is ever attacked.
Citadel Rapid Transit. Please choose a Citadel Rapid Transit destination. Wards locations? Cora's Den? I could go straight there? Yes, please. Oh no, but we should walk down the first time we go. Let's go. It's green. We can open the door now. Huzzah! Elevator to wards.
Recent attack on Eden Prime, many colonial investors are pulling their support for future projects. Proponents of expanded human colonization insist that Eden Prime was an isolated case. Nevertheless, colonist enrollment has dropped sharply. Many colonial proposals are on hold until backers have some reassurance that human colonies will be adequately protected.
Elevator music. To Presidium. Door I can't go in.
Do you really think we'll find him down here?
He always stops in for a few games of Quasar before he makes his drop.
Fist is gonna be pissed if we take down his supplier.
That's the point. We want him angry. Angry people make mistakes.
There's just something about Fist that makes me nervous.
Good. He's a dangerous man. Now keep your eyes peeled for our mark.
Alright. Shady person named Fist. Apparently nobody leans back on these chairs. Maybe they're not as comfortable as they look. What is with this freaking dress? Everybody's wearing this dress. Hello, Keeper. What you doing? Don't want to talk? Okay. See you later. Look at the lean. Everybody always comments on the lean. Everybody's doing it. It's the thing to do, apparently. Are we not in the wards yet?
So, Williams, are you happy you signed on with Commander Shepard?
I'm not sure, Lieutenant. Every time I think I have a handle on things, the Universe Bank's hard to port.
Well, don't let anybody know. A big gun and a confident attitude will get you through a lot in life.
Uh-oh. Which way do I go? Alleyway. Upper Markets. Med Clinic. This doesn't seem like the right place, but we're here. So, this is the alleyway? Hello, Keeper. Hello. Just gonna watch for a second. What you up to? You having a good day? You seem really focused. What's your backpack? Okay. Nice chat. Talk to you later. Bye. Oh, this seems like a good place for a shady deal. Why build an alleyway? To Cora's den. What? There's a freaking assassin after me?
Those were Saren's men.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
Huh. Apparently that's where Cora's den is. Oh, I'm in the... Oh, Fist's office. Arkan, General Septimus. I have to go through Cora's den to get to Fist's office. I can't talk to the bartender? I can sit down in a chair? How unexpected. Oh. I don't... Yeah, no, leave. That's not my style of entertainment. Thank you. Hello, Jenna.
I'll get to you when I can.
Oh, you sound really overwhelmed. Take it easy. It's not that busy in here.
I got business here, but not with you.
Okay. I read you 5 by 5. General Septimus.
Not now. I'm watching the show.
Talk to me, Septimus.
Commander. What do you want?
Oh. Ooh, ah, ee, oh, ah, ee. Problems?
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
So if you feel that way, then why spread lies about it?
Whoa, Caden!
Me, Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet.
Is she really worth it? There must be other women.
It's not just any woman I want. It's her, and her alone. Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
I'm not leaving.
Start acting like a general if you want to beat this.
I spent all my life acting like a general, and what did it get me? Huh? No, those days are over. I'll just be what I am. A tired, lonely, worn-out soldier.
I don't buy it.
You're a damn general. Quit your whining.
Ha! You got balls, kid. There are only 5 people in this damn galaxy who talk to me like that. So you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
I don't think it could hurt.
Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander. Sha'ira's worth the effort. Even if she won't have me back.
Glad to hear
This
it.
is no place for someone of your stature, General.
All right. I'll go to her.
Honestly, if he wants to hang out here, he should be able to.
Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
That's a weird transition. Sure.
What do you want me to do?
There's an Elcor diplomat out there.
Yes, there is.
Sha'ira gave up his secrets.
Why does he think that?
Because you told him that.
Told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
How?
What makes you think he'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this data pad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Sha'ira and convince the Elcor.
I don't understand where to as an option in response to that. I will say all right.
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
Oh.
His name is Zoltan.
I already know who he is.
He's over in the embassies complaining about Sha'ira.
Yes, he is.
Well,
I've met him.
Here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks, Commander. You know, you might make a good general yourself.
Oh, don't make me a general, thanks.
Hard to imagine a general like that getting so upset about a woman.
That's because you don't understand women,
I see why this place is so popular. It's got quite the, view.
Hey, Lieutenant, put your tongue back in your mouth before you trip on it.
Yeah, that was not a good comment. Nothing new in primary, nothing new in secondary, so what was new? Didn't it blink at me saying there was something new? New codex entries. Here it is, Salarians.
Species to join the Citadel. The Salarians are warm-blooded amphibians with a hyperactive metabolism. Salarians think fast, talk fast, and move fast. To Salarians, other species seem sluggish and dull-witted. Unfortunately, their metabolic speed leaves them with a relatively short lifespan. Salarians over the age of 40 are a rarity. The Salarians were responsible for advancing the development of the primitive Krogan species to use as soldiers during the Rachni Wars. They were also behind the creation of the genophage bioweapon the Turians used to quell the Krogan rebellion several centuries later. Salarians are known for their observational capability and non-linear thinking. This manifests as an aptitude for research and espionage. They are constantly experimenting and inventing, and it is generally accepted that they always know more than they are letting on.
Okay. Zeltan's complaint. Sorry, consort. Speak with Sha'ira. Shadow Broker, an agent named Barlavan. Garrus, speak to Harkin. Expose Saren, investigate Saren. All right. Harkin is right here, so we can take care of that, although it is a main plot item.
Oh. Back off, Rex. Fisk told us to take you down if you showed up. What are you waiting for? I'm standing right here. This is Fisk's only chance. If he's smart, he'll take it. He's not coming out, Rex. End of story. This story is just beginning. Out of my way, humans. I have no quarrel with you.
What was that all about?
Who knows? Let's just try not to get caught in the middle.
Right. We were gonna talk to Harkin.
Alliance military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
I need information.
Harkin, right? I was told you could help me find someone. A Turian C-Sec officer named Garrus.
Garrus? He must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
What secret?
Is there something I should know about the captain?
The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
I could have been a Marine. I could have been somebody. I don't have a Brando impression. But I'm there with you. Hi, Snorpambass. I didn't recognize that you were there. Sorry. Also known as what happens when you don't get better from being turned into a newt. That's it. That is a very good Monty Python reference. And also very funny. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course he blames Saren, says the Turians set him up. How do you know?
You said they covered all this up. How'd you hear about it?
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel. People on this station love to talk. Secrets are like herpes. If you got them, you might as well spread them around.
Oh my. What went wrong?
Why'd they kick him out?
Have to ask him. I never heard any of the details. Bet it's a good story, though. The heroes fall. Classic tragedy.
That's not why I'm
Just
here.
Tell me where Garrus went.
Garrus was sniffing around Dr. Michelle's office. She runs the med clinic on the other side of the wards. Last I heard, he was going back there.
How well do you know Captain Anderson?
Met him a few times over the years. One of those hardcore military guys. Yes, sir. No, sir. Can't have any fun with a stick up your ass, sir. That's probably why he climbed the Alliance ranks so fast. The military loves brown nosers.
My brain went to an off-color remark about sticks up the ass and being able to have fun. Basically, if you can't have fun with a stick up your ass, you're not trying hard enough. So, a little off-color. Sorry.
Captain's a good soldier.
Sure, whatever. Dress him in a fancy suit, pin some shiny medals on his chest, and call him a hero. Everybody else does. But if he's so great, why'd the Spectres kick him out? Why'd you go ask him about that?
Yeah, he seems like an unpleasant person. You've never heard of before, anyway.
You need a little mirror. So, take some responsibility for yourself.
Save your sermons. This ain't no church.
What's it like working for C-Sec?
You mean, what was it like? The executor suspended me without pay.
Good.
Incurring violations. C-Sec was keeping a file on.
He's unpleasant and arrogant.
Every mistake I ever made went into the books. Get a little rough with a suspect, note in the file. Have a couple of drinks on duty, note in the file. Skim a couple of credits off a drug bust, note in the file. It's a goddamn witch hunt.
Seems like they were doing what they actually should be doing.
You got off easy, if you ask me.
What the hell do you know? Working for CSEC isn't like being a Marine. People get pissed off if you shoot somebody. Investigations, inquiries, rules, regulations.
Yeah. They should get pissed off if you shoot somebody.
Choke a rhino. That's how you gotta be to do this job. So don't talk to me about right and wrong. You soldiers got it easy.
You need to look in a mirror. Sober up and take some responsibility for yourself.
Save your sermons. This ain't no church.
Actually enforce the law fairly?
What do you know about Garrus?
Damn hothead is what he is. Still figures he can save the world. Always bucking heads with the Executor. You'll pay for it soon enough. The Executor loves to put us lowly field agents in our place. Just look what happened to me.
Save the world? You bet I'm gonna save the world.
You need to look in a mirror. Sober up and take some responsibility for yourself.
Save your sermons. This ain't no church.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
Journal, area map. Alright. Done some Cora's Den stuff. Hello, Krogan Bouncer. Talk to me.
The back rooms are private, reserved for Fist and his friends.
Fist?
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
What did that other Krogan want? Rex?
Personal matter.
Not real chatty, is he?
Goodbye.
Enjoy the club.
We'll be back. Just you wait. Krogan Bouncer, just you wait.
Why didn't Captain Anderson tell us he used to be a Spectre?
Maybe it's not true. Harkin's an ass. Bet he's just messing with our heads.
You're probably right. Still, I'd like to hear what the captain has to say about all this.
Where to? Where to? Where to? I suppose we return to... Where are we supposed to go? I've already forgotten. Sorry. If we're continuing with the Garrus thing, we need to go to the med clinic. Why is this one orange? Is that because... Oh, because it's still active. Ray is done. Zeltan's complaint. Okay. Do the codex shortly. Up. Oh, this is that alleyway that we went through. Hello again, Keeper. Still at it? These doors are slow. This is the first time we've been out here.
Commander Shepard?
Ooh, look, an up escalator. Yes, can I help you?
I'm Emily Wong. I'm an investigative journalist working here on the Citadel. Could I have a moment of your time?
Maybe if you cover up a little bit. You're dressed for male gaze. Like, wow.
What do you need?
I've been hunting for evidence of corruption and organized crime on the Citadel, but there are places I can't go. I was hoping you might share anything you find during your own investigation. I can make it worth your time.
Why me?
You got to have access to better sources. Why contact me?
I'm using every source I can find, but I think I've got a better shot with you. According to your file, you survived back on Akuz when everyone else in your squad got killed. If anyone can find the worst elements of the Citadel and live to tell about it, it's you.
guy's parents knew what they wanted their son to be when they named him. Krogan Bouncer 3, son of Krogan Bouncer 2 and Krogan Engineer.
How do you know that my investigation is going to uncover anything you need?
You wouldn't be investigating if it weren't big. And if it's big, it's something I'd like to hear about.
How do you know I'm investigating anything here
Yeah.
at the Citadel?
I'm a good journalist, Commander Shepard. Word gets around.
We'll see.
No promises. But if I find anything relating to your case, I'll inform you.
Thank you, Commander. You won't regret it.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing up my trauma. People do that a lot. It's like, hello, here's this traumatic incident from your past. Let me talk about it casually with you. Upper markets. Oh, good. We're going the wrong way for the med clinic. Med clinic is the opposite direction, but it's where we need to go to advance one of the things that we're working on. So it's a good thing we're going this way first. Citadel Rapid Transit.
I don't think you bought this here. I don't sell this model.
Look, I know it was you. I remember your face.
Really, that's impressive. Usually you humans can't tell one Turian from another.
This was the place. Now, are you gonna give me a refund or not?
Do you have your proof of purchase?
What? No, I don't think you ever gave me one.
I'm sorry then. I can't help you.
But what you...
Can't help you.
Okay. I love the little overheard conversations. Expat? Bolus Shopper. Expat? Conrad Werner? Alright.
Best place on this ward to buy upgrades.
That is useful information.
Hello, Earth Clan. No doubt you've just come back from the colonies. Will you be needing supplies?
What colonies are you talking about?
Oh, my mistake, Earth Clan. I assumed... It doesn't matter.
Does matter, tell me!
Noveria? Well, if you haven't heard of them yet, I'm sure you will soon. But it doesn't matter where you hail from. My goods are available to all.
Noveria?
What can you tell me about Noveria?
The corporate capital of the Attican Traverse. Very cold. Very snowy.
Ooh, nice.
I don't get too many clients from there. They all have their own...
I like cold and snowy.
...suppliers.
Pharos?
I'd like to know more about Pharos.
It's an old Prothean world. Their buildings still litter the surface. The humans aren't the first to colonize it, but they are the most recent. I just realized I haven't heard from my contact on that planet for some time.
Seems like somewhere we should investigate.
Ah, well, I'm sure he's fine.
Let me see your goods.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something pleasing.
Oh my gosh. 80,000. I have 1626. Assassin 2. Gladiator 2. Pistol. Edge 2. Elkos Combine license. Should I assume if there's a license for sale that the quartermaster on the Normandy doesn't already have it? Because I don't want to buy a license if I already have it. Yeah, okay. We'll buy it then, because why not? 1463 0. 0 tech biotic protection? And the Assassin 2 and the Gladiator 2 have identical stats. I'm not buying those right now. Okay. Thanks, Snorpavas.
You're Commander Shepard, the hero of Eden Prime. I am so honored to meet you.
The Eden Prime mission has already gotten out, like... Wow, okay. Hello?
Nice to meet you. And you are?
My name is Conrad. Conrad Werner. They say you killed more than 100 Geth on Eden Prime.
Really?
They say a lot of things. I was too busy killing them to count.
Hey, I know you're probably busy, but do you have time for a quick autograph?
Sure.
Anything for a fan. Here.
Thanks.
Oh,
I really appreciate it. My wife is going to be so impressed. I'll let you get back to work. But next time you're on Earth, I'd love to buy you a drink. Thanks again.
Snorpavas, that's not what set off the bot. My name is Conrad. Conrad Birdie. The ableism command that Moobot just dropped in there is on a timer. So, with enough messages posted and enough time passed, it will just automatically pop into chat. So it wasn't, like, triggered by anything that you entered. Bye, bye, birdie. I've seen that, like, once at a dinner theater. Also, hi, Kira! Scenic view. It's the view that we get when the loading screen is on. Yeah, I don't have it set for certain words. I just have it on a timer.
That your professional opinion, sir?
This isn't a station. It's a city.
There must be millions here. It can't be possible to track everyone coming and going.
This makes Jump Zero look like a porta-john, and it's the largest deep space station the Alliance has.
Jump Zero is big, but this is a whole nother scale. Look at the ward arms. How do they keep all that mass from flying apart?
Big Club, why keep humans out? Melting pot is inadequate. It's a lot to aspire
The council
to.
represents more races than I thought. No wonder they're careful with newcomers.
They probably just want to keep everything running. It has to be hard keeping all these cultures working together.
Maybe they just don't like humans.
A wretched hive and scum and wait, wrong spaceport. What's not to like? Alright, let's move out.
Alright, secure the chatter. We're all FNGs here, but we don't need to make it obvious.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I don't know what that means. FNGs? What does that mean? That is an acronym that does not compute for my brain. Ooh. Hello. Alright, it's gonna get really freaking annoying to me that there's no jump in this game. How is there no jump? View of Nebula. FNG. Apparently the view of the nebula was just experience? Citadel Rapid Transit. It seemed like it was no, FF. So seemed like it was saying something about essentially just like being newcomers, but I'm not familiar with the acronym. I don't know what it was meant to convey precisely. How do I get to the med clinic? Oh, up here and to the right. Med clinic.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear.
That was smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you? Let her go.
Oh, oh my gosh. Hi, Doc.
Hostile contact. That's it. Bag him and tag him.
Ooh, replenish Metagel? Don't mind if I do. Wow, they took out those bodies really fast. Oh, fucking new guy? Okay. Thanks, be right.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
What were you thinking? You could have hit the hostage.
Yeah.
There wasn't time to think. I just reacted. I didn't mean to...
You should have thought.
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
Who were those men?
Why were they threatening you? Who do they work for?
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
The Quarian?
What Quarian?
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Go on.
Then what?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
I mean, it's got to be evidence.
She must have something that proves he's a traitor. Did the Quarian mention anything about Saren or the Geth?
She did. The information she was going to trade. She said it had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There's no way the Council can ignore this.
We need to find her.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
What do you have against Saren?
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
I mean, Fist is an interesting name for a nightclub operator. Every time they say Fist, my brain says, does he serve the Flaming Fist? But that's just me going back to, like, Baldur's Gate 1. Leading Saren is never a good idea. I'm not sure I get that, Kira. I keep wanting to know if Saren is using gas to kill people. Leaking. Oh, yeah, leaking saran wrap is not a good thing. Or if you're talking about leaking Saren, as in sarin gas, that's also not a good thing. Basically, don't leak. Traitor to the Council and disgrace to my people. Alright, sure.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex.
It's all good, Kira.
Yeah, we saw him in the bar.
Yeah, we could use him.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the C-Sec Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk.
I'm going to bring you into the light, Kira.
Academy before he leaves.
Move out.
Are you not familiar with Saran Wrap? It's a brand name of cling wrap. Oh. Ashley, Kaidan, or Garrus? Oh no, be right, UK. Apparently there's an Asari and Rex and whoever that is that we can also have in the party. I don't know what our romance options are, which could influence squad selection. But for now, I'm liking you more than her. And Garrus seems like someone we should bring along. Hello, Garrus Vicarian. Oh, you know what it is. Plastic wrapped around his face. Alright, you're a Turian agent. I have no idea what that means as far as abilities. Auto level up. Ooh. Give you some skill there in those assault rifles. A wretched hive of cruciferous vegetables. We'll do Codex later. Rex. Speak to Rex, the Krogan bounty hunter, being questioned at the C-Sec Academy. Meet him there if you want to speak to him. Expose the Saren. Take down Fist. At some point, I have to go back to Zeltan. To look for information from Ms. Wong. The fan? Conrad Werner. Probably haven't seen the last of Conrad. What harm could there be in talking with him if you meet him again? So I need to return to the consort, and I need to return to Zeltan. But I think the Academy is on the way. So if I remember correctly, the Academy is down these stairs.
Don't kid yourself. It's even bigger than it looks.
How would you know?
I got a tour. One of 500 to see the Ascension from the inside out.
Really?
Took almost 6 hours and we only saw 1/10 of the ship. I even got to meet the commander.
Matriarch Ladanya. You met her?
Well, she addressed everyone on the tour, but I got pretty close to her.
Huh, just look at that ship. You'd have to be stupid to mess with that.
Very true. She's got almost as much firepower as the rest of the Asari fleet combined.
Hopefully she'll never need to use it.
I don't know where this ship is that they're talking about, but okay. My understanding, Smurfenbass, is that Brussels sprouts have actually been bred for less bitterness over the last couple of decades. So the ones that you get at the store now are actually less bitter than they were, say, 20 years ago. I still don't like them, though. Officer Lang.
Hey, I know you. You're Shepard, right?
You got a thick neck.
They got a whole section about you there.
God.
It's a miracle you survived.
Thanks for immediately bringing up my trauma.
I'm sorry, I just never thought I'd meet someone like you in person. My name's Lang, Officer Eddie Lang, Citadel Security. It's an honor to meet you, Commander. What are you doing down here in the wards? Anything I can help you with?
Why, yes. Yes, indeed. First, tell me about CSEC.
Why'd you join Citadel Security?
I don't know. Seemed like the right thing to do, you know? Maybe it's in my blood. My grandfather was a cop back on Earth. It's kind of what CSEC is. Police for the Citadel. I'm still pretty new at it, but I like it so far. Way more interesting than staying back on Earth. You get to meet all kinds of cool aliens, like those Hanar. Wild.
The Hanar are amazing!
There's a lot of respect here. We uphold the law. People, even aliens, appreciate that.
Hey, take it from a chef. Yeah. I am definitely not a cook. I let Philip do the cooking.
This place is amazing. I've been here almost a year and I still haven't seen a tenth of it. The Presidium's just so beautiful. Good place to go and relax. But I really like it here down in the wards. There's always something going on somewhere. Like that new club they just opened a few months ago, Flux. Wicked scene in there, Commander. You should check it out when you have some time.
A wicked scene. Okay.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Just ask everybody about them.
They always make them out to be super agents on secret missions to save the galaxy. I know it's not really like that, though. Some of the other CSEC guys don't like them too much.
I have a feeling that's going to be foreshadowing.
Operate outside the law. But if they were so bad, the Council wouldn't use them, right?
Do you know a CSEC officer named Harkin?
I shouldn't really say too much. He's been on the force a lot longer than me. But I've heard things, you know? Drinking on the job, taking bribes, that kind of thing. Rumors mostly, but they suspended him, so some of it must be true.
Well, you're a wealth of information I already had. Thank you, Officer Lang.
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
We are apparently very famous. We should maybe not have purple hair. Maybe then we wouldn't be so recognizable. But I like the purple hair and lavender eyes. Elevator to CSEC Academy.
The Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters have blockaded the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be destroyed.
I like that name.
The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
There better be more Hanar in this game than just that one merchant, because they are amazing and I love them. Alright. Rex is there to the left. There's a requisition office, CSEC offices, traffic control. Alright. Solarians and Turians and humans. Not many Krogan around anywhere. Hello, Rex. Shall we chat?
Witnesses saw you making threats in Fist's bar. Stay away from him.
Why are you protecting him?
From you.
This is your only warning, Rex.
You should warn Fist. I will kill him.
You want me to arrest you?
I want you to try.
Go on. Get out of here.
Do I know you, human?
You will. Fist is mine. My name's Shepard.
My name's Shepard. I'm going after Fist. Thought you might want to come along.
Shepard. Commander Shepard. I've heard a lot about you. We're both warriors, Shepard. Out of respect, I'll give you fair warning. I'm going to kill Fist.
Fist knows you're coming. We'll have a better chance if we all work together.
My people have a saying. Seek the enemy of your enemy, and you will find a friend.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Or is the enemy of my enemy my frenemy? Welcome
Glad
aboard.
to have you on the team, Rex.
Let's go. I hate to keep Fist waiting.
No! Now you make me decide? If we're going after Fist, I should really take Rex and Vicarian, but I want to keep Kaidan. Why are you making me pick? I don't have any real attachment to any of them yet. Let's go with Rex and Vicarian for now. Vicarian? Rex. It's Urdnot Rex and Garrus Vicarian. Yeah, Rex and Vicarian, I guess. I go by last names. Alright. CSEC offices. Requisition office. We'll want to visit that. CSEC, or Citadel Rapid Transit. They have Citadel Rapid Transit around lots and lots of places here, which is good, I guess, but I have to do the walkthrough first. Hello, Requisition Officer.
One sec, looking you up. Commander Shepard here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
Yep.
How did you know all that?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you've got.
Excellent. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Nice. I don't have enough money to buy anything that you're going to be selling me, but I will take a look anyway. Ooh, I will buy the license, please. Grenade upgrade. Sure. That was affordable. 763.14. 1977.3. 1977.3. Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for any of this other stuff right now. But I will buy those licenses. There's one that I left and I need to go back and get. Because I didn't really understand the licenses before. That's an elevator that goes up the tower. Might do that in a minute. So the graphics in this feel a lot like the Andromeda graphics. I don't think they're quite as good, but they do feel very similar as far as like movement.
Okay, Jalid. Let me get this straight. Your business partner, Shorban, he's threatened you?
Well, no, not exactly. But he wants to meet with me. I think he's going to kill me.
Why do you think that?
Why do you think that?
I can't really get into the details. But Shorban will kill me if I leave here unprotected.
I can't help you. Not unless you give me something more to go on.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Then I've got other work to do.
But
But nothing. Don't bother me unless you're willing to give me details.
Hey there. Oh, you're not CSEC, are you? Did you want something?
I'm going to butt into your personal business that you were just talking to that CSEC officer about.
What were you trying to explain to the officer before?
My colleague is trying to kill me, and I thought we were friends.
How do you know he wants you dead?
He's changed. He won't talk to me at work anymore. And
Canadian, I'm sorry.
He started following me. Yesterday, he followed me all the way home.
Maybe he was trying to make sure you were safe.
I don't care what anyone thinks. He wants me gone. I know it.
Can I help you?
Is there something I can do? Talk to your friend, maybe?
Would you? That's all I want. Someone to talk to him. Tell him to leave me alone. He thinks he can just push me around, but you'll show him, won't you?
I will talk to him.
Just tell me where he is and I'll go find him.
Oh, right. Well, he wanted to meet with me down in the wards near the markets. He said he just wanted to talk, but I know better. His name's Shorban. He's a Solarian. You shouldn't have any trouble. He's just a scientist. Well, good luck.
Alrighty.
Hello, Commander.
Everybody knows me and my rank. Weapons locker? We will take a look there in a moment. I'm collecting all these experience points from just clicking buttons. Nobody to talk to in here. It's just the C-Sec Command Center. Hello, weapons locker. Is that like a holding cell? What is that? You really do get winded fast. I think I could actually run fast or longer. What's up here? What's up here? Oh, it goes to the Presidium. Is that where I want to go? Yeah. Do I want to go to the Presidium? So this would be down into the lower markets. Don't know where that's gonna proceed. Look for information. This is Presidium. This is Presidium. That's off the Citadel. Take down Fist. That would be back to the lower wards. Let's turn in. Oh. I have not spent the points for Rex. Auto. Rex has biotics? Neat. Genesis, with their hit Presidium.
I'm surprised that you're willing to kill your own Rex. Aren't
I don't...
Logan just a few generations away from extinction?
You don't get it. For all your talk of honor and pride, the Turians never had to test their principles in a real struggle. Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
I'm not sure what song you're parodying with that. Otherwise, I would attempt to sing it. But my brain is just not... It's not... I don't know Phil Collins that well. I mean, I probably do if I think about it, but... Alright, I need to go over to the Emporium and pick up the license that I didn't get before, and then to the consort chambers. So really, I need to go across this bridge. Oh, Suicidio. Presidium. That it makes a lot of sense. My brain didn't go there immediately. Presidium. It's so pretty. Is that for defensive reasons? What's the point of having that thing that you have to walk around in the middle of the bridge? We have so many sci-fi representations of like mixed use living working spaces like this, and they're all so pretty. They bring the outdoors inside. They're in some ways similar to like shopping malls, but they're not just about shopping. They're places where people live and work, but we don't really have any of them in real life. And why is that?
Commander, it is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
I would like to buy the license I did not buy earlier.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
I love it! I love it! I love it! I love it! We never did look at the upgrades.
It is good to see you again. Would you care to see some of its fantastic items today?
Yes. Show me.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is pleased to do so, human. You will not be disappointed.
Armor upgrade, first aid interference. Grenade upgrade, high explosive, or ammo upgrade, phasic rounds. Instead of projectiles, upgraded weapons release charged particle bolts that can bypass kinetic barrier shields. However, the actual damage done to the target is typically less than what is done by standard rounds. Still getting used to things. Microprocessors wired into the combat suit can monitor vital functions and release small, localized doses of Metagel to accelerate the healing process. Plus 1.5 health regeneration per second. That seems not bad. I'm not buying it yet, though. Ooh, what's up here? Can I go up here? I didn't go up here before. It's just another keeper. Hi, keeper. How's your day going? Are you enjoying your job? I hope you're having a good time. I will talk with you or one of your others again. Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of, like, differing alien biologies accommodated, but I would not necessarily expect it, since this was apparently built by the Protheans, and presumably built for the Protheans. But that is a good thing to be paying attention to. I want to be able to jump. Although I guess in Andromeda you couldn't jump on like basic running around. It was only when you were like on a planet where it was possible to do that. Yeah, clicking and scanning. Also, that's something that I feel like I should be doing, because that was one of the things in the only Mass Effect that I have an experience with, which was Andromeda. You had a scanner and you scanned things all the time. And that was where you got like the little XP that I'm like getting from clicking on terminals here.
Many of us have felt the same calling, though you are the first of your kind to respond to it. Really? I hadn't seen any other humans working here, but I didn't want to ask. No doubt out you were just the first of many to come. It's only a matter of time now that your species is spreading its wings.
I need to go back and actually try Subnautica on the computer. I did not do well. I have it for the PS4, but I didn't do well with the controller. I need to try it with keyboard and mouse and see if I do better. Because it's a game that I really like and want to play, but navigation in that game was really, really difficult for me. I love that we just walked back here and opened the door and didn't care whether she was with a client.
Commander, I recently received a lovely note from Septimus. Thank you for speaking with him.
Glad to help.
It was my honor to aid you.
You are too kind, Commander, but I would not expect you to help me out of the kindness of your heart. I also have one more thing to give you, if you are interested.
Depends on what it is. If you're gonna press your body up against mine again, I'm not interested.
I'd be honored.
I offer a gift of words, an affirmation of who you are and who you will become. I see the sadness behind your eyes. It tells a story that makes me want to weep. Pain and loss, but it drives you, makes you strong. That strength is what kept you alive when everyone around you was dying. You alone survived. You will continue to survive. This may be who you are, but it is not who you will become. It only forms the basis for your future greatness. Remember these words when doubt descends, Commander.
You have quite a gift, Cheira.
Thank you. Not everyone appreciates it as you do. Never underestimate the power of words. And now I must ask you to leave. I have done everything I can for you.
Okay, thank you for that.
Remember my words, Commander Shepard. They will give you strength. So long, Commander. I can offer you nothing more at this time.
My first C-Sec posting was here on the Presidium. Mostly for show, not much crime up here.
I get the feeling they're not used to seeing Krogan walking around up here.
That sadness. It suggests you have some trauma I should bring up. They do like to bring up that trauma. Although, he does have a very, very D&D background. Classic D&D. Dead parents. Lone survivor of his platoon.
You're with the Alliance? My brother's a private back on Earth.
Yeah, but what have you done? Tell me about what you've done.
Hello again. The consort is very pleased with everything that you have done for her.
I think I'm done here.
Of course. Come back anytime.
Right. Okay, let's go return in the quest for the Elcor. Because the Elcor are adorable. This way? I think it's this way. Let's run up the stairs now. That's what Captain is. Hello, Elcor. Zeltan.
Strange greeting, human. This is really not a good time.
I can help you, though.
I know who revealed your secret. It was a Turian named Septimus.
Unbelieving. I know this Septimus, and he could not learn my secrets. The only way he could learn them is from the Asari consort.
Here, there should be proof enough for you.
Confused. This is difficult to fathom. If the Turian could learn this on his own, dismayed, anyone can discover my secret.
You'll be fine.
Septimus is a powerful man, and it wasn't easy for him to find.
Relieved. I suppose you are correct, human. Thank you for this information. Startled realization. I must speak with the consort. She will be most displeased with my actions.
Snorpabass.
Anxious request. Please, human, if you will excuse me, I must go now.
I'm sure she'll forgive you. It was an honest mistake.
Doubtful. Perhaps you are right, human. I can only hope so. Thankful. That was a great thing you did, Commander. Approving. You see, Din, not all humans are as you say.
I'm sure the Earth Clan stands to profit from this in some way.
Hashtag not all humans.
Apologetic. Do not listen to my Volus compatriot. It was a good thing you did, regardless of your intentions.
Yeah, I like the Elcor a lot. They're monotone, and I just love. I love the speech affectation where they tell you what emotion they are trying to inflect the words with, and then issue their statement. I think that is really creative alien design. Non-council races.
The Elcor are the Krogan evolved in a hostile and vicious environment. Until the invention of gunpowder weapons, eaten by predators was still the #1 cause of Krogan fatalities. Afterwards, it was death by gunshot. When the Solarians discovered them, the Krogan were a brutal, primitive species, struggling to survive a self-inflicted nuclear winter. The Solarians culturally uplifted them, teaching them to use and build modern technology, so they could serve as soldiers in the Rachni War. Liberated from the harsh conditions of their homeworld, the quick-breeding Krogan experienced an unprecedented population explosion. They began to colonize nearby worlds. Even though these worlds were already inhabited, the Krogan rebellions lasted nearly a century, only ending when the Turians unleashed the Genophage, a Solarian-developed bioweapon that crushed all Krogan resistance. The Genophage makes only 1 in 1,000 pregnancies viable, and today the Krogan are a slowly dying breed. Understandably, the Krogan harbor a grudge against all other species, especially the Turians. Driven from their home system by the Geth nearly 3 centuries ago, most Quarians now live aboard the Migrant Fleet, a flotilla of 50,000 vessels ranging in size from passenger shuttles to mobile space stations. Home to 17 million Quarians, the flotilla understandably has scarce resources. Because of this, each Quarian must go on a rite of passage known as the Pilgrimage when they come of age. They leave the fleet and only return once they have found something of value they can bring back to their people. Other species tend to look down on the Quarians for creating the Geth, and for the negative impact their fleet has when it enters a system. This has led to many myths and rumors about the Quarians, including the belief that underneath their clothes and breathing masks, they are actually cybernetic creatures, a combination of organic and synthetic parts.
Yeah, the Solarians... So, at this point, I don't have a lot of experience with the Solarians. I only know the Solarians from Andromeda, and most of them seem rather arrogant. So, like, I know a little bit of background of stuff. I'm hoping to get things organically introduced to me during this, despite the fact that I have some spoilers in my brain from references to things in Andromeda. How dare our sapient bioweapons develop their own motivations and resent being treated like servants? Yeah.
Pharos is a habitable world in the Attican Beta Cluster. 2/3 of the habitable surface is covered with the ruins of a crumbling Prothean megatropolis. In the millennia since the Prothean extinction, the ruins have been repeatedly picked over by looters many times. Pharos was considered a poor prospect for colonization, as little open ground remains for agriculture. The only sizable freshwater sources are the poles, which are tapped by the decaying Prothean aqueduct systems. The dead cities, while in good condition considering their antiquity, are of uncertain stability. Ground level is congested by a dozen meters of fallen debris, and the air is fouled by dust. In 2178, the Human Exogeny Corporation announced its intention to place a permanent colony on Feros to thoroughly explore the ruins. The pioneer settlement was placed on the upper levels of several intact skyscrapers, using the surviving Prothean aqueducts and rooftop hydroponic gardens to support the population.
How about Noveria?
Noveria is a cool, rocky world with most of its hydrosphere locked up in massive glaciers. A privately chartered colony world, the planet is owned by the Noveria Development Corporation Holding Company. The NDC is funded by investment capital from 24 high-technology development firms and administrated by an executive board representing their interests. The investors built remote hot labs in isolated locations across Noveria's surface. These facilities are used for research too dangerous or controversial to be performed elsewhere, as Noveria is technically not part of Citadel space and therefore exempt from Council law. By special arrangement, Citadel's special tactics and reconnaissance agents have been granted extraterritorial privileges, but it remains to be seen how committed the executive board is to that principle. Given its unique situation, it is understandable that Noveria is often implicated in all manner of wild conspiracy theories.
Weapons,
Combat
armor,
hard
and equipment.
Suits use a dual-layer system to protect the wearer.
I think we already
The
read
inner
this
layer
one.
consists of fabric armor with kinetic padding. Areas that don't
Space
need to be
Cayman
flexible,
Islands.
such as the chest or shins, are
Metagel.
Metagel is a common medicinal salve used by paramedics, EMTs, and military personnel. It combines several useful applications: a local anesthetic, disinfectant, and clotting agent all in one. Once applied, the gel is designed to grip tight to flesh until subjected to a frequency of ultrasound. It is sealable against liquids, most notably blood, as well as contaminants and gases. The gel is a genetically engineered bioplasm created by the CERTA Foundation, a medical technology megacorp based on Earth. Technically, Metagel violates Council laws against genetic engineering, but to date, it has proved far too useful to ban. All modern infantry weapons, from pistols to assault rifles, use micro-scaled mass accelerator technology. Projectiles consist of tiny metal slugs suspended within a mass-reducing field, accelerated by magnetic force to speeds that inflict kinetic damage. The ammo magazine is a simple block of metal. The gun's internal computer calculates the mass needed to reach the target based on distance, gravity, and atmospheric pressure, then shears off an appropriate-sized slug from the block. A single block can supply thousands of rounds, making ammo a non-issue during any engagement. Top-line weapons also feature smart targeting that allows them to correct for weather and environment. Firing on a target in a howling gale feels the same as it does on a calm day at the practice range. Smart targeting does not mean a bullet will automatically find the mark every time the trigger is pulled. It only makes it easier for the marksman to aim.
That's really interesting, and I like the idea of not forcing me to have to keep track of ammunition. I wonder why they did away with that when they moved on to, like, Andromeda. I wonder how long the lack of need to track ammunition stayed in the series. I guess I'll find out. The Citadel is surrounded by a blue-tinted reflection nebula. The light of the nebula is actually light from the Citadel scattered and reflected back at the station. At first, the Serpent Nebula was assumed to be made of microscopic construction debris. Prevailing theory holds that the Protheans used molecular nanotechnology to manufacture the incredibly durable materials used in the Citadel. But unlike other nebulae, the Serpent does not dissipate over time, therefore it must be replenished constantly. The current popular theory is that the non-recyclable waste collected by the Citadel's keepers is somehow rendered down to the atomic or molecular level and ejected into the cloud. The thick nebula presents a navigation hazard. Beyond the relatively clear areas around the Citadel, electrical discharges are common. These are not blocked by kinetic barriers and can severely damage metal-framed starships. In addition, some dense knots of dust can overwhelm the repulsion of kinetic barriers on smaller ships. If such a vessel is moving fast enough at the time, the effects are similar to being hit by a sandblaster. Attempting to reach the Citadel through open space navigation is unadvisable. The only safe approach is through the various mass relays that orbit it. I think we... Alright, cruiser-weight starships are the standard combat unit encountered away from large naval bases, the poor bloody infantry of most fleets. Nimble scouting frigates have neither the punch nor the stamina to stand up to serious combat, and the mighty dreadnoughts are a strategic resource, carefully hoarded and committed to the most critical battles. Cruisers perform routine independent show-the-flag patrols in settled systems and lead flotillas of frigates in small engagements such as pirate suppression campaigns. In major fleet engagements, cruiser squadrons support the dreadnought battle line by screening their flanks against enemies attempting to maneuver for a main gun bow shot from their vulnerable broadsides. Alliance cruisers are named after cities on Earth. The dreadnought is the ultimate arbiter of space warfare. Millions of tons of metal, ceramic, and polymer dedicated to the projection of firepower against an enemy vessel of like ability. No sane commander would face a dreadnought with anything less than another dreadnought. A dreadnought's power lies in the length of its main gun. Dreadnoughts range from 800 meters to 1 kilometer long, with a main gun of commensurate length. An 800-meter mass accelerator is capable of accelerating 2 kilogram slug to a velocity of 283 kilometers every 2 seconds. Each slug has the kinetic energy of 38 kilotons of TNT, 3 times the energy released by the fission weapon that destroyed Hiroshima. When used to bombard planets, some of this kinetic energy is lost due to atmospheric re-entry friction. As a rule of thumb, each Earth atmosphere of air pressure saps approximately 20% of a projectile's impact energy. The Turian fleet presently has 37 dreadnoughts, the Asari 21, and the Solarians 16. Humanity has 6, with an additional hull under construction at Arcturus Station. Alliance battleships are named for mountains of Earth. The Everest class, Everest, Fuji, and Elbrus. Kilimanjaro class, Kilimanjaro, Taishan, Shasta, Aconcagua is under construction. Fighters are single-pilot combat small craft. They are lightweight enough that they can be economically fitted with powerful EZO cores, making them capable of greater acceleration and sharper maneuvers than starships. Kinetic barrier shields changed starship battles from short, vicious bloodbaths to extended, indecisive slugging matches. Only the main gun of a dreadnought could punch a mass accelerator slug through the barriers of an opposing dreadnought. This changed with the development of the fighter-launched mass disruptor torpedo, a short-ranged weapon that can penetrate kinetic barriers to destroy their projector assemblies. Starship Guardian defenses must be overwhelmed through swarm tactics. Fighter groups can take heavy casualties, pressing their torpedo attacks home. Once fighter-launched torpedoes have crippled an enemy's barriers, the mass accelerators on frigates and cruisers can make short work of them. Interceptors are a type of fighter optimized to attack other fighters. With no ability to damage starships, interceptors are used to screen friendly units from incoming fighter attack. Then we have frigates, light escort and scouting vessels. They often have extensive Guardian systems to provide anti-fighter screening for capital ships, and carry a squad of Marines for security and groundside duty. Unlike larger vessels, frigates are able to land on planets. Frigate drive systems allow them to achieve high FTL cruise speeds. They also have proportionally larger thrusters and lighter design mass, allowing them to maneuver more handily. In combat, speed and maneuverability make a frigate immune to the long-range fire of larger vessels. In the time it takes projectiles to reach them, frigates are no longer where they were predicted to be. In fleet combat, frigates are organized into wolfpack flotillas of 4 to 6. Wolfpacks speed through enemy formations, hunting enemy vessels whose kinetic barriers have been taken down by fighter-launched disruptor torpedoes. The Wolfpack circle strafes vulnerable targets, using their superior speed and maneuverability to evade return fire. Alliance frigates are named for great battles in human history. And communications administration. While comm buoys allow rapid transmission, there is a finite amount of bandwidth available. Given that trillions of people may be trying to pass a message through a given buoy at any one time, access to the network is parceled out on priority tiers. The Citadel Council and the Spectres have absolute priority. If they are using all the bandwidth, everyone else must wait. Individual governments and their militaries enjoy the next highest tier. During wartime, civilian communication can suffer hours or even days of lag. Intelligence agencies study ping time through various systems to predict military buildups. Below the government's and military's bandwidth priority is sold to the highest bidder. Media conglomerates, particularly headline news networks, purchase higher priority to provide their viewers with timely information. Corporations that require timely information and response capability, for example financial institutions and investment firms, also invest heavily in priority access. The funds acquired through sales of bandwidth are used to maintain and expand the communications infrastructure. While everyone with a computer has guaranteed free and unlimited access to the Galactic Extranet, they are last in line for bandwidth and may have to wait for their requests to be processed. Bandwidth resale corporations use investment capital to purchase blocks of high-priority access, made available by paid subscription. Well, that sounds like not great. I'm going to actually save, because we are past time, and so I'm going to end there for now. I want to keep playing. I want to keep playing for hours more. I'm having so much fun, and I haven't even taken control of the Normandy yet, which I assume is going to happen based on my knowledge of Andromeda. We got to the Citadel and we haven't left the Citadel yet. Sometime we will. Tomorrow we will be playing Battletech starting at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and finishing with a raid over to Q Times for the Streampunks TTRPG group. For the second half of their Time Kids one-shot. Wednesday, we'll be looking at seed catalogs on Archival Adventures starting at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Next Saturday, we will play Ultima 3 again and hopefully not have the internet issues that we had yesterday. And then next Sunday, an entire week from now, we will dive back into this game and I will be more than ready because I don't want to stop playing. But I will wait patiently and play it on stream with you all next Sunday. We are going to throw it over to Enthusiamy. There is currently a hype train in effect over there, so when you get there, please say hello, and if you want to jump in on the hype train, there is still time. I will see you all next time.